Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Marin. I am a Christian wife, mama, and homemaker who lives in the beautiful state of Michigan. And this is Thankful Thriftiness. I am joined today by my baby. She did not want to take a nap on her own, and honestly, who can blame her? So I don't mind the extra snuggles. Whoops, well, pitching the passy, that's gonna do it to you. Hey dear nugget, oh sleepy girl. Normally I would call these like tea time chats or tea talk because I would be talking with you all over a cup of tea, but now I've got a tiny human I'm holding, so it's a little bit different these days, but I'd say it's definitely an upgrade. I've been making videos on homemaking and general thriftiness for the past almost 2 years, and it just hit me recently that there are a lot of us who go through either prolonged periods or short periods of not enjoying our job. And some of us maybe never really wanted to be homemakers, but it was kind of thrust upon us. What about those ladies? And I just kind of sat down and thought through the things I like to do when I'm in those ruts to either get through them or get me out of them. It's okay if homemaking isn't your favorite thing to do. I know it probably seems because I make these videos that I just love every minute of my job, but no, there are days where I do not want to do another dish or load of laundry. There are days I leave the dishes or the loads of laundry for the next day and then sorely regret it. There are days I wish I had a normal job. Although I would never trade having this little lady for anything in the world. It's hard when you're getting up in the middle of the night and then you get up the next morning and there are jobs to be done. There are times to take breaks, but a lot of times we just kind of have to push through. So here are some things that I have found are super helpful. First of all, if you're in that rut, I suggest watching this video while you do a load of laundry. And that's my first tip, is distraction. It's not exactly healthy over a long haul, but it can be very helpful in challenging seasons. Listen to a podcast, which actually that's not bad. Listening to podcasts while you're doing housework is really a great way to get information in while you're also simultaneously doing a monotonous task that doesn't take much brain work. Keeping music playing in the house is also just a wonderful way to A, set the mood of your house, and B, give your brain something else to think about while you're working. Worship music, because I'm a Christian, is very helpful, but really any type of music will work, whatever type you prefer to listen to. Generally, if I watch other YouTube videos, it's while I am folding laundry, maybe doing dishes if I'm really desperate, or cleaning, sweeping the floors. One way to really free up brain space is to establish routines and stick to them. I have a cleaning routine that takes, I'd say, about half an hour each day. It keeps my home at least somewhat tidy all throughout the week. Routines in the morning and the evening are especially helpful with little ones because it just keeps you all in a rhythm and you all kind of know what to expect and you can just move through the motions. Breaking things up, doing one load of laundry per day versus 2 big laundry days throughout the week can diversify what you are working on and make the tasks seem less insurmountable. If you're struggling with just basic motivation, like I can't even think about doing the next step it takes to get this job done, I find it super helpful to focus on the outcomes versus the steps it takes to get there. For me, a clean kitchen at the end of the night and into the next morning is the best feeling ever. So even if I get home late from something, just taking 10-15 minutes to scrub my kitchen down, get the dishes done, it just gives me so much to look forward to. Just having that clean kitchen. For me, a clean kitchen equals a peaceful mind. Don't ask me why, but for me, that's the thing. Let me know in the comments below, what is that thing for you that you have to get done and it just makes you feel so much better. If the outcome isn't that exciting to you, that's okay, and it's all right to reward yourself. Give yourself something to look forward to. If you're folding laundry, maybe make yourself a special little drink afterward, or even drink it while you're doing the laundry. Again, another method of distraction. I think as I am in this newer season of being a mom and homemaking, I'm learning I can tend to feel guilty about doing little things for myself, and it's not a bad thing to do, and it can help mentally for you to prepare to take care of the people in your life and the home you were given. I can't wait for when this little lady is old enough to help me around the house, and then I plan to involve her in the work and teach her how to do it. I will definitely make sure my child has a childhood and plays a lot. And a lot of play I found as a kid was actually homemaking out in the woods or in our little play kitchen. I want her to learn through play and through just being with me how to do basic household tasks. And I want them to be fun and enjoyable for her because we're spending time together, and teach her to appreciate a clean and effectively run home as well. So if you have kids, as hard as it can be, from what I hear, involve your kids. It will definitely make things a little bit more exciting, and it is so amazing when you can teach your children how to care for a home of their own one day. My mom did it for me, and I know it was hard for her at times, but it is something I am eternally grateful for. It made the transition to adulthood a whole lot smoother. Now, as I said, there's a virtue to doing things in littler chunks, such as a load of laundry a day and cleaning throughout the week. But there is also a huge benefit to taking some tasks in big chunks so you don't have to do them later on. For example, when you get home from the grocery store on Monday or whatever day you shop, chop up your veggies for the week and meal prep whatever you need to make pulling together food for your family a lot simpler. When I get a 3-pound bag of onions, I whip out my chopper tool thingy, I forget what it's called, and I'll chop them all up and throw them in the freezer. Because I cry a lot when I chop onions, it makes cooking a lot less of a mental and physical battle. If you are making up a soup and you bought extra of the veggies and the meat, just chop up everything, split what you have in half, and freeze the rest, especially if you have a vacuum sealer to use later on. I almost like to think of tasks like this as taking shortcuts to help yourself out later on. I once heard a quote, to do something today that your future self will thank you for. And although it's so easy to get lost in the various items and tasks that come up throughout the day, it really is gratifying later on if you can pull something out that your former self did to make your today easier. My last tip would be to excel in what you're good at and trade work with friends. If you have other homemaker friends, and let's just say for me, an example is I love sewing. If a friend of mine was making a ton of freezer meals and she wanted to trade some of those for me mending her family's clothes, I would be happy to do that. Whatever you're good at, feel free to excel in. And if you're really in a rut, do what you love in homemaking, and that might help pull you out of it. Also, many hands makes light work, so involving children and your spouse and maybe even some friends to knock out some bigger tasks, maybe even like spring cleaning or something. You guys could take turns doing it at each other's houses. It might make it a lot more fun and just lighten the load for you. I know that not everyone watching this channel is a Christian, but for those of us who are, homemaking is so important, especially with children, because we are creating a space for our children to learn about the Lord and to see Christianity played out in front of their eyes. How we are at home is what our children will remember, not the polished, put together selves we have when we're out at church or out at the grocery store or with other people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was a help to you. I hope you're not stuck in a rut right now, but if you are, just remember you are doing a huge service to your family, and please remember to take care of yourself too when you can, even if it's just in little ways to help you mentally get through the day. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!